More than a game, Drew Carey's surprising insights into the enduring legacy of The Price is Right. For nearly 2 decades, Drew Carey has seamlessly carried the torch passed by the legendary Bob Barker, cementing his own place in the history of The Price is Right. With his easygoing charm and genuine excitement for the contestants, Carey has steered the show through its modern era, maintaining its status as a daytime television powerhouse. However, behind the familiar, energetic presentation, Carey has recently offered some surprising and candid insights, suggesting that the true magic of the show lies not in the prizes or the perfect pricing, but in a profound human connection. While the exact nature of a shocking admission might be subject to interpretation, Carey has repeatedly made comments that challenge the conventional view of TPIR as merely a game show about consumer goods. These insights delve into the psychological, emotional, and even philosophical impact the show has on its audience, and crucially, on Carey himself. The admission. It's about people, not prices. One of Carey's most significant and perhaps most surprising admissions revolves around his indifference to the show's core mechanical function. Despite hosting a program dedicated entirely to guessing the exact retail value of items, Carey has confessed that he is fundamentally unconcerned with prices. His focus, he has revealed, is entirely on the contestants. I honestly don't care about the prices. I don't even try to guess. The whole show is about the human interaction, the excitement, and the pure joy of people winning something great. This admission is highly significant for an 800-word analysis because it reframes the show's narrative. For viewers, the tension is built around the numbers. For Carey, the tension is built around the person. He views his role less as a game show host presiding over a competition and more as a facilitator of genuine, unbridled happiness. The therapeutic power of winning. Carey has often spoken about the emotional landscape of the Price is Right stage. He once admitted that when he first took the job, he was focused on delivering a flawless performance and executing the game mechanics perfectly. Over time, however, he realized the profound personal impact the winnings have on people's lives. Contestants often arrive on the show with deep emotional backstories or significant financial struggles. Winning a new car, a vacation, or simply a collection of household items can represent a massive shift in their personal economy. Carey's shocking admission here is that the prize is a conduit for a more valuable, therapeutic reward, pure, unadulterated public validation and joy. He is essentially admitting that he hosts a daily masterclass in happiness. He feels a moral responsibility not just to read the cue cards, but to share in and amplify that winning moment. The challenge of following a legend. Another area where Carey has been refreshingly candid is the initial difficulty of stepping into Bob Barker's shoes. Barker hosted the show for 35 years, making him an almost irreplaceable cultural institution. Carey has admitted that the early years were filled with pressure, not only from the network, but from the millions of dedicated fans who viewed him with skepticism. The surprise here is how Carey consciously chose not to imitate his predecessor. He didn't try to replicate Barker's calm, grandfatherly authority. Instead, he made the admission that his comedy background and improvisational style were his greatest assets. He allowed the show to evolve naturally around his personality, injecting his own brand of self-deprecating humor and focusing more on the quirky moments that happen spontaneously on stage. This shift from formal authority to collaborative excitement is a major reason the show has maintained its ratings dominance. The personal impact. Carey's connection to The Price is Right runs deeper than a job. He has often mentioned that hosting the show has changed his perspective on fame and success. Known previously for scripted comedy like The Drew Carey Show and the improv series Whose Line Is It Anyway, he admitted he was unprepared for the visceral, live energy of TPIR. The most surprising personal takeaway he shares is the joy of having no script. On a show where everything is spontaneous, from the audience's bidding to the contestants' ecstatic reactions, Carey is forced to be completely present. For a comedian who spent years memorizing lines, the host's role has become a daily exercise in mindfulness and genuine human response, which he calls the best job in the world. Ultimately, the essence of Drew Carey's shocking admission is not a scandal or a controversy, but a profound reassessment of the show's value. The Price is Right is not a game about money. It is a meticulously engineered machine for generating and distributing sincere human happiness, and Drew Carey is merely the joyful, slightly astonished engineer running the controls.